What is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. This is my very first video on the channel, and I am very excited to be doing these tutorials on Roblox Studio. I'm really looking forward to it. The first of many videos I can see being on the channel. Thank you guys for coming in. And in this video, I'm just going to be doing a basic overview of Roblox Studio. If you're an absolute beginner and are looking to get your feet in the water and learn the ropes of Roblox Studio, I think you came to the right place. So, let's get right into it, guys. I appreciate you coming by. If you're watching, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. But yes, let's get right into the video. So, this video is going to be an overview of Roblox Studio, and so I'm going to be teaching you all these icons up here. If you're not familiar with them, just say you're a beginner who does not know, then this is for you. So, alright, so up here is where you'll find a lot of these nice things. Yeah, this is where you can really do some cool stuff in your game, like building tools right here, and some other stuff I'll get to later. So, let's get into it. So this is the home tab, and this is where you'll find pretty much all the essential stuff you'll need to do some building. Look in the toolbox for anything that you might want to add into your game. I'll get into that. I'll talk about that more later on. But yeah. Okay. So yeah. All right. So yes, the toolbox is what you can use to insert stuff into your game. I'll get to that later on. And this part, alright, let me start over here. This is just how you select. If you click on this, it'll just select your mouse, and then you won't have anything else available. Like if you click on the move tool, it's currently set to moving. Let me demonstrate. Like if you insert a part here, you click on it, it has these arrows on it. That will help you move it where you want to go. So red, you can move that way. Here, let me get where is it? I'm looking for something. Hold on. Alright, never mind. So yeah, you can move it along its axis. The green is the y-axis, so that means you move it upwards. Where is it? I'm looking for something. Oh, it's right here. It's already there. Okay. So yes, as you see right here, you got this little thing at the top corner of the screen. That just tells you what direction your object is facing. In this case, this part right here, this little block. So yes, the blue is the z-axis, and the red is the x, and the green is the y, which means you're pulling it upwards. It's going in upwards. So yes, that's good information to know. But we're not going to do a video on positioning and stuff, so let's just keep going with this overview. So yes, the move tool, it will bring up these arrows. If you click select, it'll take away those arrows, and you can just move it with your mouse wherever you feel like. So, get on to the scale tool. Scale tool, you might have guessed already, it makes the part bigger. You can make it as big as you want or as small as you want. You can just customize it to your liking. So yes, you can. It's a very nice way to make parts and scale them and size them up. It's good. It's a very good tool. It's been around forever. It's a very good tool. So yes, same principles apply with the move tool. The green is the Y. You're moving it upwards. That's how you move it up. And as you see, there's another green arrow here to scale it down if you want. And the red is on the x-axis. You're moving it like that way. And blue is the z, moving it forward. Or you can move it backwards. But yes, that's pretty much all there is to know about the scale tool. And finally, the rotate tool. We'll just rotate it. So yes, you get these air circles again. Click on one, it'll move it along the z axis. The y will just move it over here. Actually, never mind. These are not the axes or the coordinates or whatever. These will, all you gotta know is that, see that little circle right there that just indicates where it's gonna go to. So the blue, if you go, it'll spin, it turn that way. See that like little blue circle going over here? Yeah, that just indicates where it's gonna go. Like the red is gonna go around, and the green is going this way. It depends on the orientation of the part, but yeah. So I think you guys will get the hang of that quite easily. It's pretty basic. It does what it says, so just play around with it and have some fun and do what you gotta do. Because it's not. I learned that like right away. I mean, it's pretty simple. And there's transform tool. I'm not gonna get into that because it's a little more in detail. But I will make a video on that probably another time. But that's a cool tool as well. But I'll get into that another time. So we got the collisions. Collisions are right here. That just means like if you have a part right here, for example, and you have another one, and if that's not on, so if that's not selected, that just means it can go through the other part. See how it's going through it? But if that's on, it's gonna collide with it. It's not gonna go through. See, eventually, like sooner, it will go through, but it's not gonna go right through it. If you get what I'm saying. See, it goes right through when it's off. So yeah, that's what that does. Constraints is for kind of building and just making cool stuff. Really, yeah, dude. I'm not gonna get into that now. It's a little more in depth. Well, yeah. So join surfaces. So yeah. Oh, you know what? Before I get into this stuff, I'm actually gonna introduce you to the Explorer tab. If you don't know what this is, go to View, the View tab on the top of the screen, right here. So click on the View, and the first thing you should see on the all the way to the left is Explorer. Please click on that, and it'll bring you to this nice tab over here. And yeah, the Explorer shows you everything in your game. Well, first you got the workspace, which is it's like a folder. Think of it as a folder, because that's really what it is. It holds all the items in your game. The base plate right here is where it's just this big green part right here. That's the base plate, and these two parts right here, which are these two. So yeah, that's what it is. And there's other folders too. You don't need to worry about because it's really not important right now. But it will be good for you to know in the future. And I'll probably get into that in another video. I'm just trying to teach you all of these up here. You know what? Maybe I will at the end of the video. We'll see what happens. So, yeah, that's really what it is. And if you click on a part, the part you selected, it will be selected in the Explorer tab. And if you want to customize or change the part, the way it looks, there's another tab called the Properties. And that's just basically the settings of what you're editing. It's just basically the settings, really. You can change the color, the size, the transparency, the reflectance, the material. Set that to marble. See how it's changing? Oh, there's a wood. It changed into a wood texture. So, or yeah, material. See, it looks like wood. You can also change the color to anything you would you like. Make it like a wood. There we go. Looks like wood. Sorta. Yeah, so yeah, that's really what the properties is. There's a bunch of settings, and you're just messing around with it. I'm not going to get into all of that, because yeah, it's not really the purpose of this video. I'm just giving a basic overview, and stuff you gotta know. Pretty much, you gotta know. So, there's another tab up here called Model. Click on that. It basically has most of the stuff that's in the Home tab, but a few extra things. So, over here you got Snap to Grid. That's where you can choose the increments of the parts. Like if you want to move it across the base plate here, the platform, the green platform that we're on, you can change this to whatever you want. So right now it's moving one stud because that's what it's set to. I mean, you gotta have that on first. So now it's moving one stud. If you don't have it on, it's just gonna move. I think like freely. But so if I want to change this to 3 studs, it's gonna go 3 studs at a time. Look at that. It's moving 3 studs. It's hard to tell, but here I'm gonna add studs to the base plate so you guys can see. This is just a surface area, but front surface, where is it? Studs. Oh no, not the front surface. Stupid. Top surface. Studs. Where the heck are the studs? Alright, never mind that. I don't know why that did not. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't work, but it's okay. The bottom line is it's just moving 3 studs at a time, and you can, if you turn that off, it'll just go as pretty much it'll go freely, and that's pretty useful if you want to increment the number of studs, or no, you can't de-increment. You can say 0.5, and it'll go 0.5 studs. It's that simple. So yeah. And the rotate, the same thing. You can put in any number of degrees and it'll rotate. So yeah. Alright, so the part option right here has if you click this little arrow underneath, it will show you this variety of different parts you can insert. A wedge, a cylinder, a spear, and a block, which is the part as default, as it's already set to. That's what the block looks like. The spear looks like this is a wedge. It's like a little triangle piece. You can play around with that, make some cool stuff, like a ramp or something. A spear is just like a ball, and cylinder is this little, yeah, it's a cylinder. This little thing right here. So yeah, these are all the 4 parts in the game, that the game gives you. And yeah, the material, it's the same thing as I showed you here in the properties. Like you set the material right here. I'll just set the base point material. Let's see, where's grass? Grass. It turns into that grass texture. And same thing up here. You can do the same thing. Just click on the item in the workspace you want, which is this folder right here that holds your things in the game, and click on the base plate or whatever part you want. Click on the material and change it there too. Diamond plate, it changes. You just have to have it selected and do it. If that's what you want to do. I set it to, oh, there we go, plastic. So now you can see the studs I was trying to get earlier, and you can change the color here as well. The surface, you can do smooth. And as your cursor has this hand holding, I don't know what that is, but yeah. So just click on the thing you want to change its surface to. I believe I just said smooth. It's smooth, but if you want to have it smooth with no studs, let's see. Yeah, it removes all the surfaces so it looks much nicer. Universal. I mean, they're all pretty much the same. There's some differences, but it doesn't matter right now. So yeah. Wait, did it even change to smooth? Smooth. Yeah, I'll just do it from the properties. I don't know why that did not work for me. Alright, so yes. I'm not going to get into the solid modeling, because I can say that for another video, but it's very unique, and you guys should know it. If you want to be a good builder, you should know it. You can make pretty cool parts with that, but I'm not going to get into that. So here's the attachments option here. That's just for building. You can add cool stuff. I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm just going to skip this constraints option right here. Gameplay, effects. You can add cool effects like fire, explosion, point light. There are different things that will really be cool, like a trail. That's very cool. You can add that to your player, and when they walk around, they'll see this nice trail behind you. So yeah, just say I insert a part right here. Let me change the color of my base plate. I'm gonna make it green again, and you have a part right here, and hold on. Okay, yeah, got a part right here. Drag that in the workspace. Doesn't matter, but yeah. So you have a part right here. You can add, I don't know, a fire effect. There, you got fire. So you can insert it to a part. You can't just insert it into the game and it won't show because it has to be in a part. But there's other ways you can give it to a part, like cloning it or something. But yeah. Oh, actually, the fire is in the game. It's like right there in the workspace. But you probably want to have it in a part or something. It makes more sense. Yeah, the spawn will add a spawn point. The spawn button will add a spawn point to your game. This is where players will spawn. This is where they'll start off. It's like a checkpoint almost. when you come into the game, that's where you'll start off. Like, you can place this anywhere. That's where, if you join the game, that's where you're gonna be. You're gonna spawn right on top of that. So yes, you can have as many spawns as you want, but yeah, that's a cool thing. Insert object. So yeah, bring you this another tab on the left-hand screen, or on the rest over here. It's called Insert Object. It basically has all the objects and items in the game. Everything in Roblox Studio is in this tab. So yeah, it's pretty useful, helpful. Yeah, it has all the parts right here. There's other parts too, corner wedge, but other stuff. So this has everything in the game. Service. That's just if you want to change the service. It doesn't really matter right now. But it just you just insert a service. And model, you can insert models. Like if you made something on Blender, which is like a building platform, like you make cool stuff, you can insert that into Roblox. It looks very nice. Collision groups. I have never used that, so I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what that does. I never used it before. But if I'm not really a builder myself. I'm more of a descriptor kind of guy. So, I'll try to make a video on that maybe if I find out what it does. And run script will just execute the code from a file. So if you're in that's for scripting purposes. Ah man, my mouth's not loading. Alright. So yes. Give me a sec here. Let me cancel that. Alright. Cancel. So yes, and this script option here will just insert any script in the game. There's 3 scripts available in Roblox, but we're not gonna get into that now. I'm not trying to overwhelm you with this stuff. It's really, once you get the hang of it, it's very cool, and you'll understand it, and you can do cool stuff. You can build cool stuff, and yeah. I think I ran over most of the stuff in here. And one more thing, the test tab. I didn't do the view tab yet either, but it's just basically you can insert different services into your game. Like the output will just tell you all the errors in your code or stuff that's going on in your game. Okay, so yeah, there's just different things here. You can look them up to find them out. I'm not gonna go through each one. I don't want this video to run too long, but yeah. So the test tab is where you can quick play. Your character will load into the game and you can play the game out. And click on the arrow underneath it, underneath the play tab, or play here. So if your camera's facing this way, for example, and you click the play here, it'll just spawn you right there. Except wherever you want, really. The run will run the code. So if you click run and you have some program in your game, it'll just run it without you even playing the game. Without your character being in the game, it'll just run the code. So you don't have to just play it. That's pretty useful. I use that a lot when I'm coding, just to find out if it's working or not. It's very useful. So yeah, and the plugins. This is just extra stuff you can add into Roblox that other developers made, and it could really help you. Like these building tools. That's very cool. It brings up these nice building tools, but we don't. It's just a plugin. It doesn't really matter, unless you. I mean, eventually you might want some. You don't have to have some, but they're just nice to have. Yeah, there's different ones like the cutscene editor, virus scanner, different stuff. It's neat. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here. It's been a very good video. I hope you enjoyed. You got something out of this. This was intended for like any newcomers to Roblox Studio, and yeah, there's probably a lot of people that are watching maybe that might know a lot of this stuff, but if you happen to be new, this should help you out. I hope I was doing a good job of teaching you guys just the basics. Just the basics of the Roblox Studio. I did not go over everything because I just want to keep it clean, simple for my first video. I could make another video on describing more, but this was pretty much good. Just so you can kind of understand what it is really. Get some grasp on it. So yeah, hope you guys got something out of this video, and if you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe because I'm gonna be making a lot of nice, cool tutorials probably in the future. So stick around, please subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching my first video. And yes, I will see you guys next time. Peace.